Sambar is one such thing. मतलब every village has a different recipe, right?
Yes, totally. Yeah.
Especially when you travel down south for Karnataka, it's completely different. Tanjore, completely different.
Yes.
Udupi, the sweeter sambar, and then you go down to Kerala, it becomes coconutish.
Yeah, because
Yeah?
in Tanjore they don't use coconut at all. It's
Yeah.
totally different recipe.
So whose recipe is this? The one that you were showing?
This is my grandma's recipe. So we are from Palghat. We are Palghat Iers. So it's a very typical taste, and we are basically known to be. Even the men are known to be very good cooks. So it's totally my grandma's recipe here.
Yeah?
Yeah. So my name is Geeta Ramakrishnan. So growing up for me, I'm a Bombay girl, born and brought up in Bombay. My gran came to Bombay actually when she was 7 years old. So it was like totally a city atmosphere, but inside her house it was totally different. My grandfather and my grandmom, very traditional. They tell me stories. They gave me so much value in life, and my whole cooking and whatever little bit I do comes from that. So I'll add some coconut oil.
Huh. So this is like a wet masala, है ना?
Yes, wet masala. So I can add the hing first. So, and this is the dhania. Some chana dal. Also gives it a texture.
Right.
And methi. So now you can see it's like reddish.
Right.
So we
now we get to the
grind
mixie.
it. Yeah.
अच्छा डन अभी इसमें
Yeah, इसमें first पानी.
पहले पानी
So that you don't want the coconut to be warm. Normal पानी.
बिल्कुल भी हाँ
Now you can add the coconut.
देख लेते ना वरना कोकोनट फिर ऑयल छोड़ देगा
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
Okay, so we park it on the side. You want to start with the vegetables. I'll get you a pot. मेरे लिए तो मैं बहुत fascinated हूँ. I'm very fascinated with Kerala. I think मतलब वो कहते हैं ना एक घाट घाट पे पानी बदले और 3 कोस पे पानी. In Kerala it is so true. Anywhere you travel to, you realize that food changes with every village.
And I'm a vegetarian, but their non-veg, especially fish and seafood, is supposed to be fantastic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
अभी भी बनाती हैं आपकी दादी खाना?
No, not so much, but she remembers all the recipes.
Yeah? So you always go back to her for recipes?
Always.
Huh?
Yeah. Sometimes I call and make her repeat everything. Because I forget, but she doesn't.
कितनी बार बनाया है ना? But the best way to remember is to make it, right?
Make it again and again. Yeah. My grandmother, pretty much like you said, your grandmother is also very frail, and it's a combination of my grandmother and my grandfather. So he was equally into the cooking part of it. He used to cut vegetables and she used to cook, and I used to be between both of them, helping out both of them, right? So it's a very unique thing for me. It connects so much, and it always ends up in story. And she used to feed us. She used to, after cooking, we'll wait for her to finish all her work. She'll come and feed us and tell us stories, and that I cannot forget those days.
The aromas are stunning.
Yeah, just yes.
अच्छा वो नींबू क्यों देते हैं? Why do they give you the lemon at the end of it when you're leaving?
That's. I think it's more like. Actually, they say it's for bad nazar. But yeah, I don't know. It could be.
So I have so many people. They have different theories. Nazar वाली theory तो हर एक की है. You know, everybody says it has to do with the nazar. That's what they said because people used to travel a long distance and then they had to go back through the woods. कि भाई नजर वजर ना लगे. You're going through the jungle.
Yeah. It was dangerous at that time.
Yeah. But then some people say it is also because you used to travel long distances. You at some point in time if you felt thirsty or if if there was water loss, then you could just take the stream water, squeeze the lemon, have it.
वो तो practical हो जाता है.
But it's amazing, हाँ मतलब मैं पहली बार सद्या पे गया और मैं बाहर निकला और उन्होंने नींबू दे दिया.
अच्छा. They also give the betel leaf.
हाँ.
That's for digestion actually.
Yeah. और नींबू मुझे मैंने कहा क्या करूँ मैं इसका you ले तो लिया but करूँ क्या?
Looks.
हाँ अब हो गया. हो गए.
So now we can add the dal
Dal
in
ka
this.
pani,
हाँ. So the dal cannot be pasted. It should be like this. This is the perfect.
खड़ी खड़ी होनी चाहिए.
हाँ. Because once it's pasted, again the taste changes.
And tur dal ना.
To dal, yeah.
Nice.
Now we can add the salt.
भूख लग रही है यार, मेरे को देख के ही भूख लग रही है. So good. Again, no onion, no garlic, huh?
No onion, no garlic. Once it splutters, you can add the vegetable.
अच्छा, तो करी पत्ता उसके बाद.
हाँ, last में.
So, how difficult is it to be an Iyer in Mumbai, and how easy is it to be an Iyer in Mumbai?
Actually, I never considered it difficult because while growing up, we learned Marathi, and it was almost natural. In fact, I don't read or write Tamil very well. So Marathi is almost my second language, and there are so many Bombay is a mixed culture, so it was like a very happy home for me. So as I grew up, Punjabi food was a very popular cuisine, and my mom used to make it every weekends, and we used to die to eat it. But now, as I'm growing older, and I go back to my Palakkad cooking, it's so holistic. It has everything you want, and I relish that. Now you can add kadhi patta in. So this is the right consistency. Because afterwards it will thicken a little bit.
कोकोनट है ना, अपने आप गाढ़ा हो जाएगा. टेस्ट करें.
Yeah.
जल्दी हो रही है मेरे को. So good.
It's good?
So different. So different.
Good.
Amazing. I'll just add a little bit of salt. Coriander for garnish.
Yes.
बारीक बारीक.
You do it in this.
हाँ, so इसका तड़का बनाना ना.
Shall I add some oil?
हाँ जी. बस यही तड़का है. सिर्फ राई और
Sometimes you can put methi, but I just put rye.
तो मेथी तो ऑलरेडी इसमें भी है ना थोड़ी. अच्छा, अब इसको डाल दें अंदर.
हाँ.
सिंपल है ना लाइफ, और खाना हमारा कितना सिंपल है,
Simple, yeah.
और हम कितना कॉम्प्लिकेट कर लेते हैं उसको.
Done.
हाँ, done. Makes you feel happy. Makes me feel super happy. I'm sorry, I'm so tempted. मेरे को मेरा फोकस जो है ना बिल्कुल जा चुका है अभी. So good. Hats off to your grandmother, and hats off to you.
Thank you. I'll definitely tell her that.
Please give her my regards. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting me, and it's really a pleasure. Truly.